Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have probably one of the weirdest and strangest, and probably not one of the words I should probably ever go and say on this channel itself publicly, has now been making an absolute ruckus when it comes to now the gaming and as well review community. The internet has been going crazy and wild. Things have been going all over the place. We have some cool Final Fantasy 16 and as well Spider-Man 2 news too as well to kind of talk about this video. But if you guys have been on Twitter, you guys have been on Reddit, you guys have been on the internet at all, you guys may or may not have learned a brand new word as of today. And it's a weird where now the internet has actually been going absolutely wild this one. The memes have been astronomical, and everything else in between has, well, been all over the place. We're going to talk about this big mishap, and as well, maybe it's not the biggest mishap because everyone's talking about it, and of course, we have a lot of cool gaming news to go cover really quick. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below, in case you guys want to go and follow me, hang up on Twitch as soon as you guys see this video. So if you guys are bored, hang out over there. Amazon links for all the consoles down below. Leave a like, comments, and thoughts, and let me know if you guys learned out a brand new word today, because, well, I did, that's for sure. So in case you guys missed it or did not miss it, as of today, there's been a pretty cool thing called the preview of Final Fantasy 16. So as you guys do know, this game is going to be pretty, I would say, pretty big game, one of the bigger games out here for the PlayStation Network. And well, right now it's been going pretty viral because of this. So if you guys don't know, let's just talk about it. So we had this one article over here from Push Square, which I've had a chance to go and highlight and showcase up some of their articles. It's a pretty well-known-ish publication, especially when it comes to console news, PlayStation news, and anything else in between. And as you guys can go read, there is a preview that came out as of today with the Final Fantasy 16, and it still seems like a PlayStation 5 must-have, but a couple of need to be addressed. Now, a lot of folks out here, I have never heard of this word in my life. I have never seen this word written in my life, and God forbid I will never even come close to even saying this word out in life, because I do not think I should. But it's one of those things where a lot of folks gotta pull this on out, and the internet is like, whoa. A couple of what? A couple of who? A couple of what now? A couple of, hey, and we got even Mario. We got it's Sonic, man. Look at this bad face, I swear to God. And you guys could probably go and tell that a lot of folks are like, bro, what's going on here? And I'm not sure this is one of those intentional things that people want to pull out of here just so it gets, trending. You get this type of reaction, and a lot of folks like me going like, what are you saying? What are you saying over here? But of course, in the internet fashion, this has been trending all over the place. If you guys go look through the word, and everyone else come talking over here too as well. And people are like, bro, of all the words you could have possibly wanted to actually been said in the entirety of the English language, this is what you want to go and talk on out for. And it's been kind of crazy. There's been memes all over the place. People are kind of calling out, people on top of this everything too, and just people are just like, what? People are just like, what on earth is happening throughout this? And I kind of agree on this. I think it's one of those just really strange, funny situations that's almost weird for me to be talking about, but it's just funny because the whole entire internet's just like, whoa. Excuse me? Could you repeat yourself, please? Could you say that again, please? Please, thank you. So, yeah, that's kind of, I think, one of the weirdest, strangest mishaps we've seen so far. Although, thankfully, when it comes to all the news out here, we've been seeing great and phenomenal things when it comes to Final Fantasy 16. Saying that, like, people are saying it for the demo, because we'll talk about this in a second, that the game itself is literally so polished and so good that it doesn't even need a day one patch. Now, I think there still is going to be a day one patch. We still have a few months away from the release. Like, we had a little while for the release in the game, but of course, there's probably going to be small little updates or bug fixes, or just maybe it was like one random sentence misspelled, or whatever it might be. There's always that like little baby fine tuning. No game is perfect. Even games that have been released for years sometimes get these random updates to make them a little bit better. But as we've had a chance to go and see so far, Final Fantasy 16 apparently does not even have a day one patch. The development team thinks the game is literally fully completed and polished, and it doesn't need any post-ship adjustments. Like I said, that's probably not going to be true. You're going to have thousands upon millions of folks playing the game, doing different scenarios, QA testing, cannot catch everything, so we can kind of go and see for that. Director Hiroshi Takai told Game Informer that there's currently no plans to update the action RPG at launch, although we obviously wouldn't be surprised to see, like, without a doubt, we're probably going to see some patches too as well from feedback or comments or just bugs or whatever it might be. But a lot of folks are like, bro, this is great, because we're still a few weeks out from the release. The game's done apparently fucking been doing great, so I dropped the F-bomb over there. I tried my side to just one of these videos apparently, and it's just crazy to go and see, because a lot of games think like Redfall or any other various big game, there's patches up the wazoo. There's a lot, but people have been saying it's really, really good. But as well, the main actual big review on top of this one too as well, besides the fact that there is going to be a demo, which actually funny enough lasts even a couple hours prior to the launch too as well, if you guys want to go check this one out, check out the game itself too. And I think a lot of this will be also focusing throughout this on top of this, but there's like a tech preview event and people a chance to check out the game, the first chapter and all that stuff too. Some folks might be assuming it might be released with the PlayStation showcase with the demo, which would make sense because it's as of this Wednesday. Definitely make sure you guys are following up the Twitch stream or subscribe here. I'll give you guys some coverage on that one too as well. But yeah, it seems very cool. Now, this is the main article that was going pretty viral, where a lot of folks are saying, like, what on earth? But they're saying there's a lot of really cool things popped on in. They once had 4 hours now to check out the big Final Fantasy 16, and they had a chance to go and creep on the game too as well. So they had they want to show as much of the sequel as possible. They want a lot more hours of gameplay, and on top of that, a lot of people are pretty cool. But they still want to have, like, they were still a little bit critiqued on it too as well. So they got to play a lot of the game, the entire first chapter, meaningful chunk of the second one, and they said in the previous interview the presentations wasn't really good for a first-party game, for like a Sony first-party game, and they had really good quality and improvements and sketches and voice acting and animations and everything else too as well, and very anime too, and they say it's breathless and it's really good, and on top of this, and well, they said it's good, but they also want to go and say there's a few little smaller issues and struggles with the game itself too as well, and they didn't really necessarily know all the politics and everything in the game, but they had some early gameplay access already, which I will say I am so utterly excited to get to play this game. Like, I really cannot wait to play this game literally all day, all night. I cannot wait. So the game gives you the classic storytelling trick. You're in the middle of like a massive battle, then you have to go pump the brakes, you have to go back in time, you have to reassume control, you have to kind of go do that and stuff like this. A little bit of spoilers, obviously, but like apparently it's still been very, very good. A lot of folks have been happy with this too as well. So the training you complete there obviously is for the onlookers, or these other folks. They had tutorials too as well. They had performance mode, they had fluidity, and the very easy 60 frames per second. The game is apparently going very, very well. The combat style is very, very similar to Devil May Cry too, with good refresh rates. And on top of this too, there's even NPCs you can talk with and do, and all these moments too as well, just trying to push you towards the main mech story. And it just looks like the entire game is looking phenomenal. Like, looking through some of these photos and pictures, this game is looking great, and it's going to probably be one of the more immersive games out there, which I just think seems absolutely fantastic. And as well, once they had the tutorials, you get back in the open field, you had a chance to check out the game, and everything else is all in between too. And as well, apparently the pacing's very, very relentless, where it has one segue big pieces to another segue, and as well, I don't know, it just seems really cool. So they still had a little bit of issues too as well, where they were like a little bit of restrictions on it, or trying to force the game too much, or maybe a little bit of just an flow of lore or whatever. But like, bro, this game, like, this looks phenomenal to me. Looking through the UI, looking through the game, this feels like a PlayStation 5 game, and this looks like a game that I will literally sit and waste so much time trying to just go and enjoy and relax. It just looks very good. Every screenshot we can see so far from this, it looks really, really good. It looks very anime, yes, but it looks really, really good, and I really, really do like this. I'm gonna just go a quick little showcase in this one, so I don't have to go too much on the in-depth in terms of reviews or whatever, but like the world looks flush, the gameplay seems good, the combat's apparently really nice, and well, obviously the wording is a little bit on the stranger side, don't get me wrong, but it does look phenomenal, which is a very nice thing to go and see. We'll probably hear more news coming up throughout this Wednesday on the PlayStation event. As well, there's a little bit of a sadder news, though, that some folks were rumoring that the upcoming Spider-Man 2 game might have actually been on the co-op side. No one necessarily fully knew, but when it comes to this one, apparently this is not a true rumor. Some folks were assuming you could play maybe as 2 characters as a simul-characters or multiplayer experience, but it does kind of seem like this has actually been shot down now by Insomniac Games. So, apparently the co-op may actually not be there in the first place too, and they keep on saying Respawn, that was an Epic Game stuff. People ask saying, hey, is it going to be a co-op game adventure by Insomniac? And then Insomniac did go and respond stating, nope, it is an Epic single-player adventure, which I'm okay with. The very first Spider-Man game seemed flow, it was nice, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, don't get me wrong, but at the same time too, I don't know, man. I mean, it would have been kind of cool. It would have been kind of cool to play with your bud. But at the same time, single player games, it's like imagine playing God of War with 2 people. It's a little bit harder, probably more of a hindrance depending on the situation and all of that. But last but not least, too, as well, we did have the definition of this word, where just as a complaint, dispute, or criticism, in case you guys were curious on the word of the day. And of course, as well, we did have a few kind of funny little just memes at the very tail end of here, too, as well. So just in case you guys want a little bit of a laugh on top of that, Twitter was having a field day. If you guys want to look through the actual Twitter trend, it was kind of funny. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below. Definitely go hang out on the Twitch. If you guys are bored, drop a follow. We have the Amazon links down below for all the consoles if you guys want to check out and hang out over there. And I appreciate y'all so much for watching. Leave a like. We'll have more videos out tomorrow. And I love you guys all very, very much.